We often find the Jewish people compared to three things in the Torah: the stars in the heavens, the sand on the seashore, and the dust of the earth. But which one is it? How can we be all three at once? The Kli Yakar offers a beautiful insight. He explains that these comparisons reflect different moments in our history, different states of being for the Jewish people. When we are in times of peace and prosperity, Hashem compares us to the stars in the sky. Stars represent greatness, elevation, and brilliance. They shine from above, symbolizing both a blessing of quantity and quality, our spiritual heights and our expansive influence. But when the nations of the world rise up against us, when they seek to harm us or even destroy us, we are likened to the sand on the seashore. Because just as the waves of the ocean, no matter how mighty, crash and break upon the shore, so too our enemies rise up with force, only to be stopped in their tracks. As it says in Psalm 42, all your breakers and waves have swept over me. Yet the sand remains. We endure. We are never washed away. And then there are times when we are compared to the dust of the earth, because it reflects a state of profound humility. The earth is the lowest of the elements, trampled underfoot, seemingly passive and silent. But from the earth comes life itself. Every tree, every flower, every stalk of wheat, every vineyard and orchard, all of it springs from the soil. The earth holds within it infinite potential. It nurtures, it sustains, it gives without fanfare. So too when the Jewish people are in a state of lowliness, whether materially, spiritually, or emotionally, it's not a sign of weakness, but of preparation. Like a seed buried in the ground, it may seem dormant, even forgotten, but in truth, it's gathering strength, ready to burst forth with new life. This is the promise of the earth, that from our lowest moments, we will grow the tallest. From humility comes greatness, that even when we feel stepped on, we are still the source of future blossoming. And just as the earth is everywhere, beneath every city, every mountain, every ocean, so too the Jewish people are found in every corner of the world, quietly holding the potential to bring forth light, growth, and blessings. So too, from our lowest points, we will rise again, blossoming with renewed strength and vitality. With this understanding, we can appreciate why in this week's Parsha, Parshas Vayishlach, when Yacov prepares to meet his brother Esav, who once sought to kill him, he turns to Hashem in prayer and he says, "You said, Va'ata amarta, I will surely make your offspring as numerous as the sand of the sea, which cannot be counted." And we can ask, why did Jacob invoke the sand? Why not the stars, which has in it a double blessing for both quantity and quality? The answer is because Yacov was facing a powerful adversary. He wasn't in a moment of peace or spiritual elevation. He was in a moment of danger. And in that moment, he invoked the promise of the sand, the assurance that no matter how fierce the waves, they will break upon the shore, that we, the Jewish people, Jacob, will endure. This week, we also celebrate Yutes Kislev, the 19th of Kislev, called the Rosh Hashanah of Chassidus. It marks the liberation of the Alter Rebbe from prison, a turning point that allowed the teachings of Chassidus to flourish and spread across the world. From the days of the Baal Shem Tov until now, Chassidus has seen times of light, times of darkness, and times of uncertainty. But from Yutes Kislev and onward, we are promised Yad HaChasidim Al HaYoina, the hand of the Chasidim will prevail. To all who dedicate themselves to learning and living these teachings, you're guaranteed a life of depth, a life of meaning, a life of bracha. And even when challenges arise, you will emerge stronger, uplifted, and victorious. So let's take this moment to connect with the power of Yaakov Avinu, with the message of this week's Parsha, and with the light of Yutes Kislev. Let's recommit ourselves to the study and practice of Chassidus. And with God's help, we will rise to be once again like the stars in the sky, countless, radiant, and illuminating the world with God's infinite light. I wish you a good Shabbos and a good Yom Tov and a meaningful Yutes Kislev.